experts like myself study infidelity, it's important to remember that most of the studies done are done on men who cheat or relationships that men cheating. This is not to say that men cheat more than women. I think it's pretty even. I mean, in the practice I have, I see mostly men, so it's not surprising that I am privy to more women who cheat than men. However, I think the national average, it's probably similar. But I do want to talk about what happens, what kinds of things we can tell the person that they're cheating with to maybe discourage them or at least wake them up to what's happening. Because in a previous video I mentioned before that cheating becomes an addiction. It follows the same addictive patterns with dopamines um, and endorphins and the anxiety and the need for each other. And just as that happens, I think if you're the person who is the mistress or the mister of the person cheating, it's important you understand what's probably going to happen to you. Less than 3 to 5% of men who are cheating their wife actually leave the marriage. And I think that is really important to understand for that person. Like when I say leave the marriage, I mean for that specific person. So that means a large part of them do not. And if you're the person who is having the affair with a married person, it's important that you understand these points that I'm going to make to you now. Your relationship is already off to a troubling start. If you're with someone who's cheating on someone, just think about that. Like they're willing to lie, they're willing to deny this other person who had so much to do with a part of their life that they're with you. And it's probably not because you're special as much as it is that you're available. Secondly, good husbands do not cheat on wives. You're not getting a person of high character. You don't know what it's like to be involved in the day-to-day life with them. You may spend weeks with them, you may spend months with them, but you don't know what it's like living with them day after day, sharing the stress or sharing the load with their children. You will never know that unless you end up with this person. And there's a lot of things that they can hide from you that you and look really good on the outside that may not be who they are. He may realize afterwards that you're not right for him. After months and months or years of being with you, he may have that awakening from the addiction. He may go into his own spiral about it and realize, oh my gosh, what have I been doing? Or he may suffer a health crisis that wakes him up. His extended family, children, and friends might dislike or never accept you, even in your fantasies. If you're thinking, someday I'll be with him and I'll be kind to his family and they'll receive me because it sounds like he's married to somebody crazy or a real bitch or whatever he told you about her. Just remember that is his version and you don't know the whole story. His former wife will always remain in your lives if they have children. I think this is a part that most people don't think about. Every birthday, every anniversary, every special thing that happens to his kids, his ex-wife is going to be there. And that means that you are going to have to be witness to that. And if you're there, you're going to have to really do the part of not destroying the children because you exist. You may never be able to trust him fully. And this is probably the biggest problem I see in relationships where they do go on, they end the marriage and then they marry the person they had an affair with. That's trust is a really hard virtue to establish anyway. And it's really difficult when you are married to them and it's gone on a couple of years and they start acting suspicious with you. You might feel guilt over what happened. Maybe when you start seeing who they really are, you're going to start taking pity or start looking at their ex like, wow, they really did put up with a lot. And I know because I'm in it now. I think the most important thing that you remember is what's in your head at this time has a lot to do with lust, perhaps, or just compatibility or finding someone who treats you so well. But don't be completely seduced by it. Keep your head about you and really rethink, is this what you wanted? I mean, did you really did you really buy into this? Is this the best you think you can do? And I think it's really wise to talk to a therapist because this might be the love of your life. I can't judge that. I don't know. I just know that if this person is willing to forsake their marriage, cheat on their marriage rather than just end their marriage and then maybe meet you years later, that's not a good character indicator for a man. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.